Hey guys, how's it going? It's Al. Welcome to another Zed Run video. Today, we're going to get a little mathy. We're going to talk about super coats. Those are different from super rare colors or coat colors. Super coats are a designation that happens through breeding in Zed Run. So if you're new to Zed Run, if you're a Zed Run OG, I think that there is going to be something for you to learn in this video today, because there's wrong information that's out there involving supercoats, or conflicting information, or there's no real piece that's been done on them. There's a lot of mystery around them of how many there are, what, why, how many of the super rare coat colors, the rare coat colors, the common coat colors, what is a super coat, what does it mean, does it make your horse better? Some of this is going to be my opinion. This part will be right here, but most of this is going to be math and data driven, both from what we know about creating same color horses as the two parents, and what is a super coat as defined by the Zed team, which we finally have confirmation on. So my opinion of what a super coat does, it'll be a designation that is there on your horse. If you look at the Matic marketplace, you can see some of these horses have, it says, is this a super coat, true or false? They'll say yes if it's a super coat currently in existence. And I'm going to do kind of a Devin Nash thing here today, where I'm going to bring up Notepad and use it to kind of walk my way through this for you guys to make this a little bit cleaner. So right now, what is a super coat? A super coat is a bred horse that is the same color as a same breeding pair of parents. So if you have one male horse and one female horse that are the same exact color set, and they produce a foal, a baby horse, that is the same color set, you get yourself a super coat. So super coat equals same color foal as same parent. Very simply. It does not make your horse faster. It does not do anything yet. They may give it some sort of aesthetic look on the track or on the main page, that it's going to separate it from what the regular color looks like. That could come down the road. It's something they're in discussions about. We don't know what it's going to look like. We don't know what it's going to do, but it is not, it is an aesthetic. It is a rarity multiplier, and super coats do not exist in Genesis. No Genesis super coats. Okay, that's the first thing. So these are all bred horses as a rarity modifier on the bred horses of legendary, exclusive, elite level, pacer, coat, whatever. Okay, that's the next point about them. Now, how many horses exist currently? Right now, there are 17,623 Genesis horses of the 38,000 that will eventually exist, right? So there's still more drops to go if you want to get yourself a Genesis horse. Currently, because breeding is not open, as Zed has exploded and breeding has been closed while Zed exploded, there's really only 9,342 bred horses. So when bred, giving us a total of what? 26,965 horses. Currently, there are 155 super coats in existence. That's it. That's all. 26,000 horses exist. 155 of those are super coats. To put that in perspective, of the Genesis horses, the most expensive level of Genesis horses, the Z1 Genesis, followed by the Z2 Genesis. There will be 1,000 Genesis horses and Z1s out there, and 1,000 Z2 Nakamotos as well of the Genesis horses. So there's 155 right now. There should be 46 more. We'll talk about them in a little bit. There's 46 that currently do not have the super coat tag. We're going to get into that. We'll talk about them in just a bit. So we go to the breeding coat and color article. This is the first thing that we have to talk about. This chart right here, and you see the numbers by each one of the horses, or by each one of the colors of the horses. We have the top tier, which are considered super rare. We have the next tier, which are considered rare. We have the bottom tier, which are common. All these numbers add up to 1,000 right here. Of these 1,000 horses that are Z1 Nakamoto Genesis level horses, there are 5 of them that are aggressive Azure of the Z1s, 5 that are honeydew. So out of every 1,000 horses, this is how many of the Genesis horses are going to be those colors. These are the coat colors. Now, we have to breed because Zed is a breeding game, even though breeding's not open right now. Then we get into the math of what the breeding is. We're dealing with sire and dame being exact color. If we're trying to produce super coats, that's what we're going to produce. Okay, that's how we're going to go after this. So if they have the same identical coat color, which is how we chase super coats, we have a 40% chance of getting the identical coat color as parents, 25% chance as identical color box. Now, coming back to this, if you're dealing with the common breeds or the common coat colors, you get this many in each one. So let's say I have a midnight black breeding pair, which I do, because I think that the black color horses look amazing on the track. I wanted to have a black breeding pair so that I could try and breed, have that 40% dice roll of getting the same color horse as the offspring, and those are super coats. Now, as confirmed by Zed, this is one of the points where people have differing opinions. This is fact, as confirmed by the Zed team. If you breed 2 parents together that are the same exact color and they produce the same baby that is the same color, it will be a super coat. That's it. So of the 2 pair that I have that are midnight black, I have a 40% chance, as you can see, of producing identical coat color as parents. That's the first half of the equation. Okay? The second half of the equation is the breeding rarity. And you multiply one by the other. And breeding rarity, you take the number on that chart above, you cube it, you divide it by 1,000, right? And that gives you what you should get. There is a site called Steppy Stable, STEPPE stable.com. They have a calculator on their site, which you can kind of shortcut this stuff and see. So if we just go here and we say, look, let's have a midnight black father, midnight black mother, we would then have a 45, based on the calculator and all the different things that are in play, we would have a 45%, 45.374% chance of producing a midnight black child foal, which would then 100% of the time should be a super coat. Any horse on that chart that has a 10 by their name, a 10 by the color, right? So any of these 10s, right? Colombo Spice, Burnt Umber, if they have a 9, it's going to be different because 9 times 9 times 9 divided by 1,000 is going to be less than 1. So you're going to have to you're going to have to change that. One of the mods, please time out Lacey for a day. Thank you. Since he can't figure it out. Awesome. Take a break, dude. So any one of these that has a 10 means that you have a 40% chance roughly of, ending up with a super coated horse. 9, you're going to have slightly less than 40%. 8, 7, all the way down to 5. We'll get to the rare and super rare because the rarity multiplier is what's going to change everything. So 1, going back to our little notepad, 155 super coats. I'll leave a space there. 40% chance of same parents breeding a same color foal. Okay? And we're going to asterisk this. right? Depending on that that rarity multiplier. Okay. And as you can see, if we have like a 5, as we had on some of those others, right? So we had like aggressive azure. I have a horse that's aggressive azure. It's one of the super rare coat colors. I like talking about her. Her name is Eyes Wide Open. She's awesome. This one has a 5 next to it, right? So if we break out the calculator and we go with 5 to the 3rd power divided by 1,000, that gives us 12.5 times 0.4, which is our 40% chance. Actually, we'd have a 0.65% chance there, because getting into this for just a second. If they're the same color of the mother and the father, you have a 40% chance identical coat color and 25% of identical color box, but there's no other colors in the color box. So that gives us a 65% chance multiplied by that 12.5% chance gives us an 8.125% chance of producing an aggressive azure baby. There's your answer. So way different as you move up the color chart, right? As you go to super rares, you have about an 8.1% chance. You go to rares, it's somewhere between 13.5% chance, whether it's a 7, 8, if it's an 8 number, like antique brass or fire brick or burleywood, you have a little bit greater chance. If it's a 9, you have a little bit less than a 40% chance, but that is your chance of producing that horse. That's how you get them. UNC, thank you very much for the 47 months. As we bring back this here, I want to talk to you about how many are in existence right now. So we have 9,342 bred horses currently. Of those 9,342, 1,173 of them, same parents. Of those, we said there are 155 super coats. But really, there's 46 more. So there should be 201. Okay? There should be that many. Because there are some horses that are mislabeled or not labeled. And if you have one of them, like Yoda, right? So we have this horse here. Right? Yoda has same parents, chartreuse, sire and dam. Also is a chartreuse little baby horse. Not labeled as super coat. You would know if it's a super coat. Right here next to coat, it would say super. Right here next to the color would say super. So this one is not labeled as a super coat, but should be. So if you have one of those horses, bred horse that is the same color as both parents, not labeled as super coat, contact somebody at Zed. They will fix your horse. So there should be 201 right now out of 1,173, which is way less. But Al, maybe they're all people who are going for the, that 8.5% chance. Well, we have the numbers in these. Thanks to all the people over at knowyourhorses.com. We know that there are 307. Let me move this up. There are 307 that were super rare. Bred with super rare parents. Same, super rare. Parents, they have given us, let's say 40. There are 21 right now that are labeled as super coats. There are 19 that aren't. So that leaves us 40, which equals 13% of the super rare parents that have produced, or what should have produced, a super coat. There are 414 same rare parents. They've produced 65 that are currently labeled as super coats. There are 14 that aren't, giving us 89, which equals 15%, which makes sense because there should be slightly more, right? And this is within the realm of possibility. So like the super rare parents, we could just be on the right side of variance here. There could just be, you know, we could just be, what did I say? I said 89? Yeah, 79, my bad, right? So like they should be at that point, right? That's where they should be, but they're not. That would be less than that. That comes down more. Give me my calculator. I wrote that down. Clear entry. What do we have? 60, no. 79 divided by 414. So 19%. Boom. Which is what it should be, right? More than those. You have a greater chance of getting a rare super coat than you have of getting a super rare super coat. Within the realm, though, right? If the proper number for the super rares is somewhere around 8.5%, and we'll check this on the Steppy Stable calculator, and you'll see the same sort of thing, that will get down to where that's supposed to be, right? And then we have 452 same common coat parents. We know that any of those horses that have a 10 next to their color should have a 40% chance of producing a same color foal. Currently, there are 69 of those and 13 of them that are not labeled, leaving us with 82. Excuse me, what? I don't get it. Why is there only 18%? And we could say, look, yeah, it's just, you know, we're completely on the wrong side of variance, but like wrong side of variance for something that should have a 35 to 45% chance of occurring would be like 28 to 35% chance. So it's kind of weird that that's all that we have right now. So as things kind of open up and we get these numbers explode, right? Because people are going to start chasing those super coats since there's only what did we say? 155, but you know, there's what, 46 of them that are mislabeled. Right? There's 46 that should be giving us, you know, what, 201 should be. This is just weird. Yeah, the further math of saying what is the chances of something with a 40% chance ending up at 18? Like less than half of what we should have. So like, it's going to be interesting to see if the law of large numbers takes over once breeding opens, and we get closer to that. So going over to the Steppy Stable, right? I have that Midnight Black pair. We have Prayer for Relief, Midnight Black, Z5 Genesis, Colt. We have Philly, Z5 Genesis, Midnight Black. I should theoretically, based on the Steppy Stable calculator, have a 45.5% chance of producing a same color foal. Now, it doesn't mean I'm gonna get there. Obviously, you know, if I only get 2 breeds a month from the filly. So again, I could easily be on the wrong side of variance because each one is its own breed, right? We're not going to get into gambler's fallacy. We don't need to. But you could pick any color you want, and we'll see the same thing. As I said, Eyes Wide Open is aggressive azure. If I was to breed 2 aggressive azure together, here's my chances of aggressive azure. It's down to about 8.081% based on the rarity multiplier that we have. And you can do the same thing with your horses if you go to steppystable.com, STEPPE stable.com, and calculate your breeding pairs to see what type of a chance that you want. See what type of color baby horses you can make if you are like me and want to chase the super coats. To me, the super coats are, if nothing else, a way to increase the rarity. You guys who have been here for the card opening streams, you guys know that I prefer cards that are stamped with a number that is in existence of that card, right? I way prefer the, /10, /15, /25 cards to the ones that just have tens of thousands in circulation. So right now with 9,300 horses that have been bred, once breeding opens, we're going to have tens of thousands of new horses. There's going to be 100,000 horses. There's going to be 250,000 horses, up to like 1 million horses at some point. So that number is going to be ever increasing the longer that breeding is open and the longer that this game is viable. So to me, it's a rarity differentiator. If you have two horses that are exactly the same, right? Same win rate, same Z number, same generation level, legendary, exclusive, elite, and one of them is a super coat and one of them is not, the super coat's going to be worth more because there's less of that out there. And we still don't know what the modifier is going to be in terms of aesthetic. It may be super cool. There's no advantage to breeding two super coats. There isn't yet. I would hope that there would be. I would think that if there is another rarity modifier for you to have two super coats breed with one another and create like a dream coat, I think that would be something that would be awesome down the road for them to add, which would create even another layer of rarity over and above those rarities. Okay? I think that that would be awesome. I think it's something that we need to try and go for. I think it would be great if it's something that the Zed team can put in. And I think it'll be a lot of fun. So hopefully when this announcement comes out, we'll find out when breeding opens up. Hopefully it's going to be open forever and there's no more bugs, because I think that they're doing a good job over there at Zed, and this game's a lot of fun. I hope that you guys have the best of luck with your stables as well. Look out for another video right there.
He's a legend.